Alright, now that we know how to add documents and stuff to our Google Drive, we need to figure out how we're going to access them and use them. And so I'm going to show you how to work with Word documents right now. The thing with Google Drive is you can save all kinds of documents in there. You have Office documents, and then you have Google documents. And since we're used to Office documents, I'm going to focus on those, and maybe I'll do another video later with the Google documents. But the Office documents, let's say I wanted to edit my calculus syllabus when I get home. So I would log into Google Drive, open AP Calculus, and here is my syllabus. Notice it is a Word document because it has the W next to it. Also, if you mouse over whatever is next to your file, it will tell you what kind of program was used to create that document. If you look at this one down here, this new stuff one, when I mouse over that symbol, that icon, it just says document. That means it's a Google document, not a Word document. So I'm back to my calculus, and I want to edit the syllabus. So I will click on syllabus, and I didn't click on syllabus. And this is the review. Okay, if you open up the wrong one, if you want to close this, what it does is it opens it up in a preview, and I don't want to look at this. This is driving me crazy, so I will click this X right up here in the top right, and that will take me back to my Google Drive. So now that I'm back into Google Drive, I will click on my syllabus, AB syllabus, here it is, and this is strictly a preview. You can't do anything with this other than look at it and admire your handiwork. I want to edit this, so what I'm going to do is download this Word document to my computer. So I'm going to do that by clicking download right here, and after it downloads, I will click on it to open it up in Word. And now that it's in Word, I can edit it. Now you will need to click the Enable Editing button right here. So I'm going to enable editing, and let's say all I want to do is increase the font size. Actually, I'm going to add the school year. This is 2013 to 2014. So I'm simply going to add the school year. Now, once you opened this in Word, in Microsoft Word, you have completely left the Google Docs or the Google Drive system. So I now want to save it and put it back into Google Drive. So what I will do is after I've edited it, I need to get back into Google. So I'm going to click File, Save As. Don't do Save on a downloaded file. You do File, Save As. And then you will simply choose the folder where you want to save it. I want to save it in my Google Drive. So I'm going to go to Google Drive, and I'm going to save it in AP Calculus. And now when I save it, notice this one, it changed the name of it. I now have Carboni's AB Syllabus 2, and I have the original one up here, and that's one I just opened. I will save it. If it didn't change the name, and the name was the same as the one already there, when you click Save, it will pop up this window asking you if you want to replace. I'm going to go ahead and click Yes to replace, because I think this is what yours is going to do by default. So I'll click OK, and it should replace it automatically. So let me minimize this. I'm going to close this tab. It opened up a new tab when I downloaded, and I'm going to close this. And here you can see my syllabus, but you also see this silly one up here with the tilde and the $sign. The second one is simply telling you that the document is still open on the computer. So what I'm going to do to get rid of this mirrored or copied version of it is I'm going to open up the Word document. I'm through with it. All I want to do is add the school year. So I close the Word document, and in a few seconds that top one that has the weird symbols disappears. There it goes. And now I have AB syllabus doc. If I click on it, notice the change isn't reflected yet. What you have to do is actually refresh. So I'm going to click refresh and refresh this folder. And now when I click on it, it will load for a second, and you can see the changes that you made. And it will be sitting there in the Google Drive when you get to school the next day, where you can open it and download it again and continue editing. So that is how you will edit things in Microsoft Office. And the same thing would work for PowerPoint, Excel, any Word document. If you want to use those, not Word, any Office document, if you want to open them and edit them in Office, you'll have to download it to the computer before you can before you can edit it. And if that's what you want to do, you can stop watching this video now, because I'm about to show you how to toy with actual Google documents and try to stay away from the Word document format. So if you're happy and if you're just going to stick with Word documents the whole time, stop this video and go on to another one or do something else. Do some push-ups. Yeah, that'll work. So if you want to use the Google documents instead of the Word documents, and I'll go back to this AB syllabus. Let's say I wanted to edit it as a Google document, then I will click on it just like I did a second ago. And instead of download, what I'm going to do is open it. And so I'm going to click open, and when I click open, it opens it in another tab, and I am now in the Google Docs platform. Only I'm still not able to edit it. I can highlight it, but that's it. I can't type anything into it because I still need to change it to a Google Doc. And to do that, we'll click File right here. Not File at the top of your web browser, but File within this window. And we're going to say Open. Open with, and we're going to choose Google Docs. So when I do File, Open with Google Docs, it will think for a second, it will convert it, and now it is editable. Editable. That's a weird word. Okay, so I'm now in Google Docs, and what I want to do is I'm going to increase the font size of this. So let's increase it from whatever it was to 24. And I have now run off the margins. So now I'm going to see if I can figure out how to change the margins. Align, numbered list, clear formatting. I'm not sure. Alright, there. Finally found it. I had to pause the recording. Okay, to change margins, you go File, and here's the page setup option. And here are my margins. I needed more room at the bottom, and I'll put some more at the top too. I'll go 0.5 and 0.5. So, okay, and there, now everything's on one page. And the nice thing about Google Docs is things save instantly. As soon as you make a change, and it will change up here and it'll let you know. Right now mine is already saved, so I'm done, and I can simply click X out of this and go back to my Google Docs. Hang on just a second. Alright, so if you go back to your Google Docs, I'm going to close back out of this. What I just did is I created a copy of my syllabus, but notice now I have one that is a Google document and I have one that is a Word document. If you want to stick with Google Docs, the advantage is that you don't have to go through that extra hassle of downloading the file into Microsoft Office and then resaving it into Google Docs and deleting the old file and all that stuff. That's the real selling point of Google Drive, is that you can edit it all straight into Google and not have to worry about saving and downloading and doing all that stuff. So that is how you can use a Google document. Now let's say you have been working with a Google document but you want to change it back to a Word document. Well, a long time ago I created this file right here. It's titled New Stuff, and this is a Word document, or a Google document, so I open that up and I can edit it immediately. There's no converting. That's the nice thing about Google Docs. But let's say you want to email this to somebody as a Word document. Well, what you would do, since it is a Google Doc right now, you'll go File, and then you go to Download As, and I want to download this as a Word document. It is currently a Google Doc. If I want to convert to a Word document, I'll go Download As Microsoft Word, and then it downloads it. And here is my Word document. I'll click on it, and now I have it as a Word document that I can edit in Word and email to somebody as an attachment. And so those are the ways that you convert from Google Docs to Office documents, or from Office documents to Google documents. It's all in this menu right here. If it is a Google Doc, you go File, Download As, and you can change it to a Office document. If it is an Office document, then when you look at it, if you want to convert it to a Google document, then you open it. Well, this is taking a little bit longer. You go Open, and then under the File menu, Open With, and then choose to open with Google Docs. So that's how you convert from one format to the other within Google. That's getting a little bit more confusing, but that is just some of how Google Docs works.